most vivid memory was probably Mission Fest 2018. It was this volunteer group where we went to go serve the homeless. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it really opened me up to experiences like that because I've never, well, it's not that I've never seen it because I live in Jackson. Yeah. But it was nice helping for the first time.
What else?
I have honestly a couple. The first one, well, I'm gonna say two. The first one is when we went to Geyser Falls a couple years ago. And then the second is just every single progressive dinner, especially the last time when we played the game where we had to put the, what are they called? Tights? On people's heads, and we had to blow up the balloons and stuff them in the ears, then we won, even though you said we cheated, which we didn't.
Who said you cheated?
You!
Oh, I was just repeating what they said.
Okay, but yeah, that was a good memory.
Good.
I would say I have a few. Some of them are from the progressive dinners, because that's kind of how I came into Galloway. Was Katie Peterson brought me to a Christmas progressive dinner, and then I was brought into the youth group from there. But some of the other ones are from when we went to it was Okatoma River, and we went kayaking, and I remember two very good things from that trip. The first one being Lillian Sistrunk holding onto the vine and falling out of her kayak, and then maybe seeing a snake too. But then also singing in the car with Madeline, my sister, and Lillian. We were singing Bailando with you driving on the way back, and that was really fun. So probably those.
It'd probably be all the mystery trips that me and Miss Reagan have been through. We've been through Lake Junaluska, North Carolina many times, and Florida, and a whole bunch of other places. I just remember all the good times.
I would say the youth suite. I spend most of the time in the youth suite, and that's when all my ping pong battles have been in there. Me losing most of them, but it's okay. You win some, you lose some. But yeah, I would say the youth suite.
It'd probably be the gym, mostly. I spend most of my time there in the gym, playing basketball, hanging out with other people in the gym. So other than that, it'd probably be the yak room. So
Now that I've seen the broadcast room, I think that's my favorite room.
Why?
Why? Because I feel like there's so much that actually you have to put in, you have to know, the buttons. I just really like the buttons.
It's a cool room, huh?
Yeah. You wanted me to say the youth suite?
No.
I guess I spend the most time in the youth suite. I like the ping pong and stuff, so I like being in here. And then also, I haven't been there in a while, but I like the prayer room a lot. I used to go in there when I was in the middle school because it's closer there. I would go play in the sand pit, or not sand pit, the little bucket of sand, and play with all that. So I like that room, but I haven't been there in a while.
It would probably be when I started singing when I was 10, in the yak room with another music director. Her name was Monica, and I just remember being up there on the stage in the sanctuary and just singing and ringing and stuff like that. So
I honestly don't remember from when I was super young because I've been here for forever, but I remember we were in the not the youth suite, it was somewhere in the middle school hall, at the end of the hall, and we were making homemade ice cream for the first time, which I didn't know was a thing. And we got a plastic Ziploc bag with milk, ice, and sugar, and we had to shake it up, and mine never created ice cream. It was just liquid, and it was not good at all. But that, yeah. I was expecting it to be like super good, like gourmet ice cream that I made, and it was not. It was like liquid milk and some sugar.
My earliest memory, I think it was the progressive dinner. I remember we might have been at Earl's house. I don't know. The first one was like trail mix. I remember it was at somebody's house.
Collins.
Yes, it was that one. And I remember that progressive dinner and wearing my tacky sweaters that my grandma gave me, and Madeline was there too, and that was really fun. And that was kind of like my introduction into Galloway, and it was really fun.
I think I was like around maybe 9 or 8, maybe 6. I was in the children's choir, and all I remember is standing in front of the sanctuary and just singing. I was very red.
I liked the one you said today about the iron, sharpening the iron.
Yes.
But then also, it's kind of basic, but I like the one, the Corinthians, about let everything you do be done in love. I feel like that's a nice one to think about.
I would say there's probably 2. I think Matthew, there's a verse in Matthew that talks a lot about like putting your fear aside and just giving your fear to God, and I think that speaks to me. I think anxiety can, kind of disrupt a lot of the good things in life, and I think that's a really good verse. And then another one is kind of basic, but the verse from Corinthians that you hear on Valentine's Day, like love is patient, love is kind. I think I really like that one because I like to apply it to my relationships, and if there's like a relationship in my life that isn't going well, or I'm maybe thinking about taking a step back from, I compare it to that verse, and if the love that I have in that relationship is not really all of those things, and it's not mutual, it's not loving, there's envy in it, then I'm like, okay, maybe it's a good verse to compare my life relationships with.
I'd probably say John, verse 13 and 34. He talks about loving one another, and that you have to love one another, be there for one another, and support for one another. So.
Okay, so it's 1 Corinthians 16, verse 14, or chapter 16, verse 14, and it says, be watchful, stand firm in faith, and act like men, be strong.
So why do you like that scripture?
Mainly it's like, stay true to yourself, but also your faith. Keep your character, like, very pure. Probably Derek Easley.
Okay.
I haven't seen him in a while, but I know that he still thinks about me. I still think about him from time to time. He definitely taught me what faith was.
Okay. So what was he to you?
He was my faith friend during confirmation, and I still, have his memory.
Probably you and Earl, because y'all are the people I spend the most time with. And y'all also always come to events and support us and stuff, so I feel like y'all too.
Yes, I would say you, Walter, and then Earl as well. I think y'all, well, obviously y'all are at youth group in the morning, youth group on Wednesdays and afternoons and Sundays, but also come to our events like homecoming and sporting, and watch us in our successes and stuff at school, which is really great.
It'd be you and Miss Reagan, mostly Miss Reagan, because she was my music director for almost 12 years, and then you came along and then you made things great again, so.
Next year I'm planning to go to the University of Mississippi, or OMIS, class of 28. I'm gonna be at the Honors College, majoring in biochemistry. Planning on going to the pre-med route.
I'm going to the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, and I'm gonna right now I'm signed up to major in kinesiology because I was looking to PT, but I honestly have no idea. I'm probably gonna change that. But something along those lines maybe, like psychology or something. And yeah, I don't really know, but we'll see.
Nice.
It'll be a surprise.
So I will be attending the University of Arkansas. Woo pig. Woo pig me. But I plan to major in psychology on the pre-med track. And I'll join my sister who's at Arkansas there. And yeah, hopefully go to med school and do well in college. And yeah.
Probably to go to Hines Community College and major in diesel mechanics or truck driving, because that's always been my dream. So.
Probably like focus on school a little bit. Like it's important obviously to get into college, but like spend more time. This is especially for seniors kind of, but spend more time like with your friends and like do all the activities, because you're gonna not be with them like forever. And also like do whatever you want to do, like go wherever you want to go, even if it's not where your friends are going and stuff. And you should look into Tennessee, not Alabama.
I would say my advice for younger youth, and also especially as they get like closer to senior year, would be to work hard and, you know, obviously like work hard in school, work hard with your relationships, come to youth group, work hard with your relationship with God, but also I would say, you know, sometimes we just kind of don't feel like doing stuff and we just want to lay in bed and sleep. I would say, especially senior year, just don't. Like there's a time to sleep, and that's at nighttime. And, you know, like during the day is when I would say kind of take advantage of all your relationships that you have, because, you know, it's your last year being 15 minutes away versus like 15 hours away. So take advantage of those relationships and the proximity you have to them, and hang out with your friends as much as you can, go to sporting events, be active in school, take leadership roles. Some of my most exciting memories are from leadership roles at school, so just really participate is what I would say.
Just stay strong, stay brave, do it the best you can, and just stay positive.
I would say to younger youth, get close to your community at church. They care for you a lot. I love you, and I know you tried your hardest, and I appreciate your effort. I love you so much.
Probably just like thank y'all for like introducing me to, well, like my church, my school, like everything I wouldn't have had without them, like putting me there in the first place, and that I love them and I'll miss them, even if it doesn't seem like it sometimes, because I'm going like 7 hours away. But yeah, just love them.
Well, I would say thank you for one, like funding my education, and I mean my college education as well, and allowing me to pursue my dreams and career in Arkansas and support what I want to do. But then I'd also say just thank you for like nurturing me as a person. I think a lot of times I hear like if somebody compliments me and I'm like, they're like about like being nice or something, and I'm just like, yeah, I just kind of always, you know, was taught that. And it's like, I think sometimes I take for granted or like forget that like these being nice and being kind and empathetic is not just something I woke up knowing how to do. Like my parents were really good at telling me that, and like as a young kid, and I like our household like being so loving and my siblings being so loving. So I think thank you for like nurturing me in that, and my kindness comes from y'all. So yeah.
I want to thank everybody in my family for supporting me from when things weren't right and weren't you know, going so well. Thank you for putting clothes on my back and food, and staying in shelter and always being there for me when I was always down. And just thank you so much.